In this video, we are going to see how the 10 raised to powers are to be shifted to left side or right side. Many students have doubt and difficulty in this method, how to shift the powers of 10. Suppose, now for that you should first know some basic things are to be understood. The very first thing is 10 is referred as 10 raised to 1. Now these basic things are very important to know before I start actually how the method you have to do. So if first understand that 10 is referred as 10 raised to 1. 10, it has a single zero, hence referred to as 10 raised to 1. 100 has 2 zeros, it is referred as 10 raised to 2. 1000 has 3 zeros, that is referred as 10 raised to 3. 10,000 has 4 zeros, it is referred as 10 raised to 4. Similarly, when I go to negative powers, this can also be referred for negative powers also. Like 0.1 is referred as 10 to the power minus 1. If you see 0.1 is called as 10 to the power minus 1. 0.01 will be called as 10 to the power minus 2. 0.001 will be called as 10 to the power minus 3. 0.0001 will be called as 10 raised to minus 4. And so on. We can go with further numbers also. If there are 5 zeros, if there are 5 zeros here to the left side here, so this is 10 raised to 5, and same way if there are 5 decimal places, 4, 0 and 1, then it is 10 to the power minus. Now how it is 10 to the power minus 5? Understand this concept. How did you write it as 10 to the power minus 5? Here as I told, there is 1 0 means 10 raised to 1, 2 0 10 raised to 2, 3 0 referred as 10 raised to 3, 4 zeros referred as 10 raised to 4, 5 zeros referred as 10 raised to 1. Similarly, when after decimal you have a single digit number, that is referred as 10 to the power minus 1. After decimal you have two numbers. Now here if you see 0.01, so 0 and 1, these are two numbers. Two numbers means 10 to the power minus 2. After decimal you have three numbers, so that is 10 to the power minus 3. After decimal you have 4 digits, so 10 to the power minus 4. After decimal there are 5 digits, so it is referred as 10 to the power minus 5. Now this is not as simple as you can see, because the numbers can be, for another example if I take, it can also be written as 0.001025. So what will you write? What will you write this number as? So this number will be written as, first I will explain you about the negative powers. How will you shift these negative powers here? Suppose 0.001025 is my question. I am taking first example. 0.001025 is our question. I can write this number 0.001025 in many ways. What are the different ways in which I can write? I can make 1 decimal shift. I can make 2 decimal shift, 3 decimal shift, 4, 5 or 6. So 1 decimal shift means decimal is here. So 1 decimal shift means the decimal will be shifted here. 2 decimal means number is shifted here. Decimal is shifted here. 3 decimal shift means it will be here. 4 decimal means I am shifting it here. 5th decimal I am shifting here. 6th decimal I am shifting here after 5. There are 5 different possibilities. I can write 0.001025. This number can be written in 6 different possible ways. I will explain each and every way. How will you write each number? Suppose I am shifting with the 1 decimal power. So I repeat, the question is 0.001025. This is our question. I can write it in 6 different ways. I'll show how all 6 different ways. How will you write? I will show all 6 different ways. So first way, by 1 decimal shift. If I shift it by single decimal, means the decimal will be over here. Now the decimal is here. Now if the decimal is here, so this will become 0.01025. Am I right? It will be 0.01025. Second order you can do is just shift the decimal here. So this will become 0.1025. Next, similarly, next decimal you are shifting to the third place. So that will become 1.025. Next will be 10.25. Next will be 102.5. Next will be 1025 point something, 0 obviously. Now the important thing here is when you shift from left side to right side, when you shift from left to right, your decimal was here, this is the left side, you are shifting to right side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places. You are going from left side to right side. When you go from left to right, the 10 powers are to be taken as negative. And the number of negative, the number which you will write with a negative sign, that number will be the number of decimal places you have shifted. I repeat once again. whenever you shift a decimal from left side to right side of a digit, always, first of all, remember one thing, it will always be negative, and the number which will be negative will depend on how many decimal places you have shifted. So in the first case, I had shifted one decimal place to 10 to the power minus 1. In the second case, I have shifted by 2 decimal places, so 10 to the power minus 2. Negative. Why negative? Shifting from left to right. Negative sign indicates shifting from left to right, and by how many decimal places you are shifting, that is the number you will write. That is the order of magnitude. Number 3. Here I am shifting by 3 decimal places, so 10 to the power minus 3. If I am shifting with 4, so minus 4, then minus 5, then minus 6, and so on. I take one more example to understand. Let us take example second. 7.3201 into 10 raised to plus 4. Suppose I am taking this, because when solving sums we get these values. Now if you want to shift this number, now there are again, we can take 4 different possibilities. Now first of all, this number is already having 10 to the power plus 4. Ye number mein there is already the 10 to the power plus 4 which is present. Okay. Now what can you do to this 10 to the power plus 4? As if I go back and show you, I have already shown you 10 to the power plus 4 means it is 10,000. Matlab you multiply this number by 10,000. So this will become 7.3201 into 10,000. Now multiplying by 10,000 means, now don't sit and multiply taking a pen and paper. 7.3201 multiplied by 10,000. No, not required. Simply, in simple words, the 10 power calculation says that this decimal will be shifted. The decimal will be shifted from one side to another. Okay. First, I think I should not explain about 10 to the power 4. Let us assume I am not considering 10 to the power 4. There are 2 ways to do this method. One, if you consider 10 to the power 4, other one you do not consider 10 to the power 4. I guess I should approach first with the not considering 10 to the power 4, because still people can get confused. So my first approach I will keep is I am not considering 10 to the power 4. Okay. So that means I can write the decimal as 73.201 into 10 raised to 4, 732.01 into 10 raised to 4. Then next one will be 7320.1 into 10 raised to 4 and 73201 into 10 raised to 4. As I told, I am not shifting 10 raised to 4. I am keeping 10 raised to 4 as it is. There are 2 methods. Either you can first solve 10 to the power 4 like this by solving, or you cannot solve. So first what I am doing, I am not solving 10 raised to 4. That is easy to know. Okay, so that is easy to understand. So I am not solving 10 to the power 4, means 10 to the power 4 I am keeping as it is. Now I come back to my topic which I was telling you, which I had already explained back. Now what will you do? You will write 10 to the power minus 1. Why will you write 10 to the power minus 1 minus 2? Because you are shifting from left to right by 1 digit, by 2 digit, by 3 digit, or by 4 digit. Shifting from left to right will always tend to a negative number. I repeat once again. Shifting from left side to right side, a decimal will always tend to a negative number. Now, it is very simple for you to understand now. I have shifted by 1 digit. Originally, the decimal was here. I am shifting by 1 digit. So, you should know the answer. It should be 10 to the power minus 1. Next, I am shifting by 2 digits. So, your answer should be 10 to the power minus 2. Next, I hope you all are understanding and you are doing it in your mind itself. So, here it will be 10 to the power minus 4. Okay. Now you can solve this. This is very simple to solve. What will you solve this? I have made the number as 73.201 multiplied by the 10 power. You need to solve 10 power. We do not write it 2 10 powers together. We will solve this. The 4 minus 1, 3. Next, 4 minus 2. So 10 raised to 2. So the answer will be 732.01. Next number is 7320.1 into 10 raised to 4 minus 3 is 1. Next number 4 plus 4 and minus 4 getting cancelled. So the only answer is 73201. These are your answers after conversion. I guess those who have difficulty, this method is suitable, because first if I tell you to convert 10 raised to 4, then you make a point shift. I guess some people can get confused. So that is better that I don't tell that idea. I'm not telling that idea how to solve. That means I'm not telling this idea. 7.3201 into 10,000. First multiply karo, after multiplication then you solve. No, I guess you leave that method. Whenever you have such examples, you take the 10 power and then solve. That is better. That is better. No extra confusions. Suppose I take another example. Suppose charge of electron. Now let us come to the physics part, because obviously we are applying in physics, so we should take that example also. So charge of electron. Charge of electron 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 is the value. Okay. Now I can make it at 2 decimal places. One shift I can do it as 0.16 into 10 raised to minus 19. And one more shift will be there of 10 to the power. Another shift I can do is 16 into 10 to the power minus 19 multiplied by some 10 to the power. Okay. As I told you, I am not doing anything to 10 to the power minus 19. I am keeping it as it is. I am not doing anything else. You can solve that also, but I am not solving. Otherwise, it will create a lot of confusion. If you go back, we are dealing with the shifting from left to right. So if I make 1.6 as a 16, so that is left to right. If I make 1.6 as 0.16, that is not left to right. That is right to left. I'll come back to that topic. So I'm not explaining this one now. I will do it later. Okay. So now I'm shifting by 1 digit. Since I'm shifting by 1 digit, obviously left to right will be a negative number. Negative number with how many number of places you are shifting. So one place, here I'm shifting with 1 place, 10 to the power minus 1. So my total answer will be minus 19 minus 1 minus 20. 16 into 10 to the power minus 20. One quick example, one more. Then I'll come back to the positive numbers also. Suppose 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31. I can make this as 91 into 10 to the power minus 31 multiplied by my here point shifting will be 10 to the power minus 1, because I've shifted from left to right with a negative number. Okay, shifted from left to right with a negative number. So minus 31 and minus 1, 10 to the power minus 32. Simple, as simple as that. So those who have any confusions, please go and repeat. You can watch the video n number of times you want. You can see 4 examples, I hope are enough to understand. So as I told you, this is the basic thing. This you should know. If you know this idea, then you can do of any numerical, no any number. Okay, now let us go to the reverse part. Let us go from right to left. So from right to left, suppose if I take 0 point, or suppose I take some number 7512.31. I have this question. Now again, I'm going from left to right. I'm going from right to left. Right to left means I can shift it by here 1, 2, 3 or 4. So the possibilities are 0.7512 or 7.51231 or 75.1231 or 751.231. So these are the 4 possibilities I can take. Now what will be the 10 power? That is very important to understand. What will be the 10 power here? The 10 power in this case will be right to left shifting will yield your positive 10 power number. It will be a positive number. So it should be, how many decimal places I have shifted for first case? 0.7521. How many shifted? Here to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 10 to the power 4 plus 4, it will be plus 4. Remember, left to right, negative shifting. Right to left is a positive shifting with number of decimal places. जो भी जितने भी number of decimal places रहेंगे, that will be your number on the 10 power. ठीक है? Whether you will take plus or minus, I guess this is the confusion to many students. कभी plus लेना है, कभी minus लेना है. This you do not know. So when will you take plus and when will you take minus? This is the idea. Keep it in mind. Left to right shifting will yield a negative. Left and right to left will yield to a positive. Suppose second shifting 7.5. 7.5 means from here to 3 digits I am taking. So obviously now you should know. Now you should do it on your mind, on your own, the remaining sums. Suppose if I take one more example, example 5, 0.521. So I am shifting here. I can make a shift to 10.312521 if I want to make it like this. So see how many decimal places have I shifted. Check the number of decimal places I have shifted. From here I have come to here with the 3 digits. Now this is right, this is left. From right to left 3 digits. So this will be right to left means positive. So 10 to the power plus 3. And this is your answer. That's it. So this is the basic idea of 10 to the power shifting. So those who have a lot of queries, the only thing is you have to practice as number of sums by taking 10 power shifting, and you can keep on watching the videos again and again whenever you wish.